So good evening, everyone, and hello to all of our live viewers on Twitch. Thank you for tuning in. We are the Conduits of Chaos, and welcome to tonight's live stream and the fourth episode in the series of our homebrew D&D campaign, The Darkness of Amon'Gul, a high fantasy campaign set in the continent of Creydor. If you're enjoying keeping up with the story so far and are watching this back now on our Twitch or YouTube channels, please also consider supporting us by hitting that subscribe button below, just to stay up to date with all of our latest content and show your support. We really would appreciate it. And also do leave us some comments as well on our videos. We'd love to hear what you think of our adventures so far. And with that, in tonight's episode, we are back up to full contingent. As you can see, Broderson rejoins the party, having gone away to spend the last 2 weeks practicing his accent. Yeah, Broderson? And yeah, all right. so obviously not. Did have a surprise, but we're gonna save that for 2 weeks time as well, so stay tuned in, in 2 weeks time as well, and we'll have something else up our sleeve for you. But before I get into the recap and kick off tonight's adventure, how are we all doing, guys?
Yeah, well, yeah, really good. Yeah,
not bad. A bit of energy,
what do you want?
Fabulous.
Well, yeah, like we'll be there.
Depends how the story goes tonight for you, does it?
Yeah, well, if we're gonna go see some harpies, they'll be like really hyped. It's amazing.
Kill them all, yeah? Leave none alive.
Leave one alive.
Leave one alive. All right. Well, we'll see. We'll come back to that statement when the time comes. So with that, then I guess I'll give a recap of the last session, and we'll pick up tonight's adventure. So if I just chuck us some adventure music on. Cool. Yeah, so at the start of the last session, you found yourselves along the Emerald Way, having just encountered and fought members of the Brotherhood of White Flame, who were transporting a wagon of goods towards the town of Earthfield. Upon investigating their wagon, you found a number of crates carrying seemingly dangerous and destructive goods. At least that's what you could tell after Cathbad decided to stick his finger in the strange dark green powder in one of the crates, causing his hand to blister and burn horrendously. Drent also noticed that the black powder in another of the crates was a form of gunpowder, similar to that he'd seen during his prior days aboard a merchant vessel. Coupled with some ceremonial religious robes and garments, you pieced this together to be an attempt to sabotage the temple of Bor at Earthfield, or something to that effect. A suspicion that was confirmed when you found a note on one of the Brotherhood's bodies from the Black Worm, telling the group to take advantage of the misery that had befallen the town. You also pieced together that the two magic users accompanying the group were those mentioned in the note, who had been sent to deal with any adventure guild presence in the town. A mission, obviously, they seemingly underestimated. Note for the DM. Skomron agreed that he would take the prisoner and the goods back to Kendif and investigate the presence of magic users within the Brotherhood. And that is pretty much where you said your farewell to him as you headed towards the Druid village at Gandryll. You stopped for the night en route to the village, and during the evening, Cathbad had remained up to investigate and attune to, I believe it was the stone that he'd picked up in the tomb, and was kept company by Lovac, who in true bugbear style preferred to sort of sleep in the outdoors next to the comfort of a warm fire. And as they both sat around the fire, some strange noises like a chittering and a clicking could be heard from the nearby sort of rocky outcrop and cliffs that were there. And you came under attack by some strange creatures that had burrowed their way out of the ground. And you were all awakened by the noises, with the exception of Drent, who again was sound asleep. It's becoming a theme for the adventure, I think. That is until he was awoken by the burning acid which had melted through his tent. Literally all that acid. After licking your wounds, you woke up the next morning with some fine boar meat, courtesy of Lovac, and sort of continued towards the village. And as you reached the outskirts, you were greeted by a village member named Nahorn, who didn't seem too pleased of your presence. Before frustration boiled over, however, a village elder walked over to the group, an elderly man who without words expressed a keen interest in both Drent and Cathbad. Following which, and much to Nahorn's surprise, you were allowed entry into the village. Here you met with the village elders, who seemed to have answers, not about your quest, but strangely answers about yourselves that you probably weren't expecting. After some interaction, Drent was given an elixir which sent him into a trance-like state, which seemed to give him a cracking hangover for a start, but also unlocked parts of his memories he had once forgotten. The Druids seemed to know much about Drent and Cathbad, and as you gave them information of your quest, they offered to help. But in an attempt to build a mutual trust between you, asked a favour in return: to clear a nest of harpies that had settled not far from the village. Meanwhile, Cathbad seemed in less favour, much to his dismay, I think. They offered you a place to stay for the evening, and as you all wandered off to sleep for the evening, Cathbad was actually awoken by one of the Druids who had taken an interest in him earlier in the day. She took him down to a small glade hidden amongst the village. There he was shown a moon well, a well which gives the looker a vision of a time past and a connection to their desires. As he looked into the moon well, he received images of the Druid stones the group had visited earlier in the campaign, only this time he found the stones activating and transporting him to a vast and cold mountain range. There he saw a crystalline gemstone glowing brightly in a cavern deep in the mountains. And that is where we left the story as he returned to bed for the evening. And we'll pick up there. And before I start, due to his extremely entertaining accent, I wanted to give it to him 2 weeks ago. Broderson gets inspiration for his last session and first session. So yeah, add that to your character sheet, please, Broderson. And we'll pick up tonight's session there. So you wake up the next morning in the huts where you had kindly been shown the night before, to the calming sound of the birds chirping in the little windows and that warm, gentle and comforting breeze you experienced when you first came to the village. It just brushes across your face. So you find yourself awakening. What would you like to do?
Breakfast is always the first thing on my mind. Do you think they have meat here?
If it comes from Fladace, I think they would. We should get to know. Maybe we should get to know Fladace, and then we can maybe put in some custom orders.
Maybe. We still need to go back and meet the elder, though, right? To figure out exactly what we have ahead of us.
We need to be prepared for Broderson coming to meet us.
Oh yes. Did he not come in the evening, in the night? I didn't know when he would get you. I suppose he would be with us if he came last night, though.
To your knowledge, yeah. You don't know.
Everyone sleep okay? I have a feeling this is going to be a last long night rest for a while. Or at least a good one.
Yeah, I slept really well, but I don't really know what we're going to be facing out here, so I'm really glad I did. I think we should probably go and, see, as you say, we've got a long day ahead of us, so we should probably go and speak to the elders as soon as possible and,
formulate a plan.
Get on the road. Yeah, get a plan and get on the road, right?
Eat this meat then.
Have you
Is it
still got
fresh?
some? Have you still got some meat, Lovak?
Mm-hmm.
Is it fresh?
You saw me slay it yesterday.
Oh, yeah, that was good meat.
Yeah, it should still be fresh, right?
Still a bit clammy between the fingers. The blood.
Oh, okay. Well, that sounds absolutely delightful. Thank you, Novak. Yeah, the sooner Broderson comes and cooks us some food, the better, right?
And just cooking our own.
Yeah, appreciate you doing it for us, though, Novak, obviously.
Meat doesn't always need to be cooked,
Okay.
How did you find talking with them last night, Cathbad? Do you have a plan to approach them? The Elder?
I have a few things to think on, but yeah, I'm sure I can talk to the Elder and get the information we need. It's been an interesting stay here so far. And I sort of just quietly sit in contemplation, thinking about what I saw in the pool, the well. But yes, I believe I can speak to the Elder and get us a plan and get the information about what we might be coming up against.
I mean, sounds good to me. I mean, we're still following your lead here, right? This is Druid country, right?
Hopefully, I can repay that faith.
Yeah, it'll be fine, Cathbad. Don't worry.
Okay. So I'm assuming that you sort of just having your little morning chat. You're gonna leave. Nobody's come for you yet.
No, get up and get going, I guess. See if the Elder's available and check if Broderson is here awaiting us.
Cool. So yeah, you sort yourselves out, and as you leave the hut, you just see the village seems to be going about its normal business. You see villagers gathering and foraging in the local surrounds. Some attending to local plants and vegetation, others collecting rainwater from giant leaves in the forest undergrowth, whilst others are just sort of talking and going about their various crafts. And Drent, as you sort of led the way out, you kind of look down the steps and you notice Nahorn is actually walking up towards you. Ah, you're up. Good morning to you.
Morning, Nahorn.
How did you sleep?
Not too bad. Pretty good. I think the rest of the party has slept well. Any news of our friend, Broderson?
Who?
The large chap we said maybe come in the night or this morning.
Nobody else has arrived at the village.
It's a shame. Is the elder available to speak to us this morning?
Funny you should ask. And he actually hands you, Drent, a cup of something. It's a small wooden cup, and says, "Willana has asked me to bring you this. She said your head might still be a little hazy this morning. It will ease some of your discomfort."
Oh, fantastic. And I down it straight away. I'm not even playing around. I'll get better.
Excellent.
It's not the same stuff you had yesterday, is it?
But I hope not. I didn't wanna risk it. Do a sip and then regret it. So I was like, nope, just down it.
Fortunately, you seem fine. And yes, Nahorn follows up and he says, before you head off on your journey, the elders would like to see you. And yeah, he just says, follow me. And you start to head down the stairs towards...
I'll fall in behind Cathbad then at that point, knowing that obviously I was the first one out, so he spoke to me, but then take a step back and let Cathbad in.
Okay.
Represent us.
Excellent. So yeah, he starts to walk you down the sort of stairs, and as he does, and funny enough, you just had this conversation, he sees somebody approach the edge of the village. Do you guys want to give me a perception check? Yeah, Cathbad, you clearly have the better view at the front of the group, and you do actually notice that it is Broderson approaching the edge of the village.
Look who's arrived.
Oh, hello.
Hi, Broderson.
Just in the nick of time.
We're going off on an adventure.
Oh, what am I in time for?
A high adventure in the mountains.
You've missed breakfast.
Already? Oh, I didn't get to cook.
Can you cook harpies?
I've never tried, but I will.
Can't imagine them tasting
Where's the
too
harpy
great.
coming from?
That's what we're going to go and find out, I think.
Well, is there any food going spare?
Got some raw boar.
You beast! Put that away.
Not now.
Maybe
though,
when
Mac.
we get a campfire going.
Did Flidace give this
Lover.
as an offering to you?
This is don't worry yourself with this. This is something we found on the way. My friend here will keep this to himself.
This is why I didn't want you in the village in the first place. No respect for nature.
We apologize. My bugbear friend here is he's they have different customs where they're from. Who is it for us to judge?
I know that Novak sticks to his customs and traditions just like you do.
But
But our customs and traditions are not based around death and consumption of the land beyond your means.
I think I have some bread left over. If you'd like some bread instead.
yes, please disregard my friend here and his meat. We are humbly in your service, and thank you for your hospitality. And we just wish to help
enough.
on your quest.
I'll take you to the elders.
Lovac, wait till we're on the road before getting the meat out again.
I did that thing I said I wouldn't do, didn't
At least you didn't ask to eat people.
I? Sorry, my connection went a bit weird then. I don't know what happened.
I think it's fine now.
Your connection with nature,
jealous. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he was just jealous, Lovac. I think he wanted some of it, really. But
Yeah, you're
the
yeah,
stick up his butt wouldn't allow it.
2 bars on your connection to nature then, I think.
It was the bread that did it for sure. He said the Broderson's famous bread.
We shall see. So you continue to make your way towards the Elder's Hut, and into the Elder's Hut, where you're rejoined by Willana and a number of the other elders that were present yesterday. Obviously, Broderson, this is a bit new for you. But Cathbad, as you walk past, you notice the elderly man once again. You look at him and you just see him shaking his head at you, almost in disappointment. Meanwhile, Willana is the first to speak up. I hope you slept well. And how are you, young Windsong, this morning?
I lift my cup and say, slightly better now after this drink. Thank you, Willana.
Good. Did the elixir help? A little bit different to the one you took yesterday.
Yeah, it's definitely made me feel a bit better, but I had no idea what was in the first one.
You will find your memories will come a little bit clearer as the days pass. But for now, it will likely impact your balance and thinking. I suggest you rely closely on your friends over the next few days.
Okay.
They're super reliable, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
And actually, with that, you do feel like your body is quite drained. So you're actually suffering -1 on all of your rolls for the next. Roll me a d20.
Please tell me it's going to be hours or minutes.
Days.
I like the way you're optimistic at hours or minutes.
20. Oh, it's okay. It's middle of the road. It's a 9. Which obviously -1 becomes an 8, yeah?
Oh, technically it's a negative on a negative, so it turns up to a 10. Thanks for reminding me. So that's for me to note. But yeah, you are going to feel a little bit groggy for some time. And she sort of looks to the rest of you. It's just like, how do the rest of you feel? Ready for the journey ahead?
Yeah, I think so.
Smile and nod.
We're eager to fulfill this quest.
Have you met Broderson?
No, I see you're accompanied by a new fellow.
Hello, my name is Broderson, but you can call me Broder.
Oh, what a fine accent you have there.
Oh, thank you.
Not from these parts.
Not as far away as you might think.
Surprisingly.
Only a week or so away. By foot, too.
And she turns to She turns to Ashala, who's to her left. It's like, did you hear what he's saying? I don't quite understand him. Oh, I'm a bit hard of hearing, Broderson, so if I don't hear you, that is why.
Oh, that's no problem. I can speak up.
Oh, no need to shout. And
Very well, very well.
actually, as you do that, Nahorn pops his head through the door. Is everything okay in here? Yes, it's fine. He's just a loud boy.
Oh, yes, it's just me. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to startle you.
Okay. So you are ready for the journey ahead of you, yes?
Is there anything you can tell us about the journey ahead that would help us?
Like how many harpies there are.
It's as though you read my mind, young Grizz. But not for the answers to the questions that you just asked. For I don't know how many harpies live in this lair. But before you head there, there is more you need to know. As you can see, we are cautious people and extremely wary of outsiders. For a very good reason. There is much to our way of life that goes beyond what you see here. But until we come to trust one another, I cannot speak further of such things. But, in saying that, trust must work both ways. We do not want to conceal the full truth behind our request for aid, especially given the perilous nature of it. So, hiding amongst these harpies is a creature. A creature that doesn't belong here, let's say. And we would like to see it killed before it does any further damage.
Is this creature leading the harpies or working with the harpies or
No.
no connection?
It seeks refuge amongst the harpies. But please, take my word that this creature is extremely dangerous and only seeks chaos and malice towards the world that we live in. But kill it and you shall have gained the trust of myself and the elders, and we shall tell you more of our ways of life.
She lying to us.
Roll a insight check.
7.
So you can't tell. I mean, you know,
When I get a scent of this creature, I'll find it and kill it. Don't you worry.
Creature is very vague, if you don't mind me saying, Wilana.
Yes. Very well. It's a very large creature.
It's not a dragon, is it?
Oh no, I would never send you against such creatures, although I'm sure you would be able to handle it. Tales have come our ways of dragon slayers.
Very tasty are dragons. Very tasty indeed.
Really?
I shouldn't want to speak of such things. It's not in our nature to kill. And this is the only reason why we request your help. This creature is not part of this world.
ghost dragon?
You speak in you speak in riddles, Willana, but I feel like
Riddles I not speak.
part of me,
Cathbad.
I feel like part of me understands what you're trying to tell us, but maybe I'll understand more once we get to the caves
And
and
this
the
is
Harpy's
where
lair.
the trust comes in. You seek answers to something we can help you with.
Hmm.
And in return, we just ask for your help. If you give us this, we shall tell you more, and you shall have gained our trust. There will be... And she stops herself. Yes.
Okay, very well.
Do we have an agreement?
Yes, very well. I believe my colleagues would vouch for me when I say that we're happy to take on this quest. We're building quite a reputation as adventurers, and I think this is something we can do for you.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes. I
Thank
have
you.
more questions though. For instance, is the nest out in the open? Is it like underground?
It is amongst a forest glade, I guess, for want of a better description. They have turned the earth sour with their evil and wretchedness. And the creature that they harbor is formidable. It is, I will tell you, a large creature, a giant.
It's a giant?
Ice giant?
I just cannot tell you more until we learn each other's respect. But at least you know what you are coming up against.
Giants are easy to find.
Because they're big.
That's definitely looking on the positives there, Lovak.
Yeah, they stick out like a sore thumb, right?
Can't really eat the giant though, can you?
No, stop. Broderson, stop talking about eating things. They're not into that around you.
No, wouldn't eat the giant. Wouldn't do that at all.
This creature cannot sour this earth, even in death. You must bring it back to us. Not alive, death is fine. But you must bring
All
it
of
back
it?
with you.
Is it
How-
the whole thing you're looking for, or just the head?
The more the better.
It's quite a bulky thing to transport a giant, right?
Just look around at all the humans and realise I'm going to do most of the lifting.
Drent, would a giant fit in the bag of holding?
If we chopped it up into very small parts, maybe. But as Lady Willana said, it's not of this world, so I'm not sure if it would cause more problems than solve.
Maybe I could help drag the body if I was a horse or something.
We could send horses behind, but once you have killed. So please don't worry about bringing it back yourself. Although I do admire your strength, Lovak. You must get much fear from the inhabitants of this world who do not understand creatures of another nature. You shall not find that here.
Yes, it is a common theme.
Okay. That is all I can share with you at this time. Feast, have some of the local foods and delicacies. Flidace has given us these gifts, and there you can see like a table full of like foraged fruits from the forest floors and various vegetation that is around the village, you can see that they very much maintain a lifestyle of whatever the earth provides. So, you know, it isn't all rotten. It is freshly picked off the ground. Some of it is better than others, but, you know, there's food there. And there's even cured meats, like I said, like jerky, that has been dried out from meat that has been provided from the natural death of animals in the wild. Feast.
I'm going to go and take quite a bit of the food just to sort of show my respects. But then, yeah, I'm raring to go, to be honest.
Okay, Nahorn will give you the information you seek.
Forgive me for asking though, Willana, given the perilous nature of our journey, is there any like medicines or things that would cure wounds if we get hurt, or things that you would be able to provide us with on this journey?
We tend to make elixirs and ale and various things to fix ailments as they become apparent. We do not provide stuff in the form of, I don't know, modern folk from the villages and towns would call potions. So if you come back injured, our local soothsayers will be able to heal your wounds.
Okay, thank you.
I'll have to get my healing spells honed and ready, Trent.
As good as anyone.
Actually, Mike, before we go, or like while we're eating, one sec. I was going to carve my statue into a draft horse, so I can just be ready if we need an animal.
Yeah.
Just
cool.
Yeah, have that prepared. I must spend 1d4 hours carving it.
Yeah, so you want to roll your d4?
Yeah, it's just coming through now. So I'm guessing we won't leave until 2 hours anyway. So I'm gonna have some food and just sit off to one
It's
side.
going to take some time to get there as well. So.
Or just carve it while I walk.
I was going to ask, and I don't know if I missed it because I had to say goodnight to the baby, but did they give us an estimation of time travel to where we need to go?
But a few hours from
Yeah.
the village.
Okay. And are we heading out on our own, or do we have a guide to take us to where we need to go?
Nahorn's going to direct you, but he won't be joining you.
No, that's fine. That's just stupid things I had to ask him. I had to go say goodnight.
Cool. Yeah, so...
Carving, Drent.
Oh,
Is that a camel?
Pardon?
Oh, sorry, Cathbad.
What's a camel?
Oh, you'll find out.
I've not seen one in our travels, but it sounds interesting.
If we see a harpy, does that mean you'll be able to become a harpy?
I don't
beast only,
believe
right?
so.
Okay.
They're too evil for my magic to match up with.
You can only
Okay.
do beasts as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Surely Harpy
guessing
got
they're-
humanoid.
Or monstrosity or something.
Monstrosity, yeah.
Okay, well, is there anything else we need to think about before we go?
I would like to try and get a wash before we leave. Just anyway, like quick breakfast. I'll go from Cathbad's carving and stuff. I just want to go have a wash.
Okay. The river will provide you Well, the local stream will provide you with some place to bathe.
Just so I don't stink as bad as the rest of the party, you know?
Ratio.
Yeah!
Can you both roll me an athletics check?
Damn it. A 5.
So you both start bursting out of the hut. And Lovak, you sort of give Drent a little like trip up on the way, and he falls flat on his face as he just exits the elder's hut. And yeah, you arrives to just seeing you like just covering yourself in water and enjoying yourself.
Jumped in and I did those shampoo advert things.
Yes.
Cool. Is there anything else you wanted to do?
Take some rations with us as well.
Yeah, so you can take some of the food that was provided by the village. That's absolutely fine. Cool. So, yeah, you pack up your supplies then, and Nahorn has given you some clear instructions on where to travel. It's a few hours south, and you can't really deviate from the route. It is a path towards the Forgotten Mountains anyway, but there is a clear rocky outcrop. I don't know, imagine Lion King's like Pride's Rock or something, you know, that is quite clear, so he said you won't miss it.
Okay. Let's get going, lads.
Great. So, after about a sort of few hours journeying south, obviously you've collected all your provisions and your supplies, you arrive at the large rocky outcrop described to you by Nahorn. The area, and I'll switch this over to the battle map. Yeah, so the area opens up amongst the forest and trees. The ground beneath you has sort of become a mix of decaying forest foliage and leaves and a coarse stone that has fallen from the cliffs, so it's a little bit crumbly and a little bit soggy. But an unpleasant smell starts to fill the air around you, and Lovak, probably a bit more familiar to you than anywhere else, is the smell of sort of rotting animals.
Oh, there's some food gone off over here.
Smells like the pantry on a Monday morning.
I don't think they eat cakes, Rhoda.
Do I know where it's coming from?
Give me a perception check. Yeah, so you can't quite see where it's coming from, but you feel it's coming from the area, like your keen sense of the sort of wind now as it's sort of blowing by. It's coming from the southeastern region of this map.
I'll follow the smell with my nostrils, like a warm pie or something.
Go careful, Lovac. I don't know what harpies smell like, but
We know that they can like swoop in from the sky, right?
Tread carefully and look all around. Oh, do you say south?
So the
East to west?
southeast, you can smell it coming, from the southern parts of the map.
Yeah, so I'll just go down.
Cool. So as you're
Carefully.
doing that, the large rocky outcrops, it's hard to see sort of above them. They're about 10 feet high. Just that first layer that you can see there. There are. I will open this up a little bit just so you can kind of see.
Does this actually feel like this is where we are, Mike? Because I was kind of hoping before we actually got, like, at the opportune moment, like just before we got into things, I was hoping to kind of do something with the party. If that's okay. Is this the right place? Because obviously I don't. Like, does it look like we've got like an hour walk up a mountain or something, or does this look like this is where?
So this is the place described by Nahorn, so you would definitely feel that this is
the right place.
area, yeah.
So before we all get leaving then and start traversing further, I would just like to start like mentioning to the party that I may have a way to deal with, a counter charm to deal with the things, with the harpies. It probably won't help with the giant, and that we may need to do some scouting with Lovac and maybe try and set a trap for the giant. And while I'm spending a minute doing that, I would like to cast motivational speech on the party, and it's going to give everyone 5 temporary HP advantage. I'm trying to link it to the group. Advantage on wisdom saving throws, and if you get hit by an attack, you have advantage on your next attack, and it lasts for 1 hour.
like this.
Thank you.
No props. I was just trying. It's hard. I've never cast a spell like this before, so it's awkward to try and figure out, the appropriate.
No, and that's fine. I'll give you that. If you
Well,
felt
yeah.
like the description of the location you were arriving
Yeah,
there.
if.
Because how long is it to give it?
It takes a minute to cast, which is I was actually going to try and do it as part of Lovac
Yeah.
could scout ahead, a way of conversing about it, and then for an hour we gain 5 temporary HP. If you take an attack, you get advantage on your next
Okay.
attack, and you have advantage on wisdom saving throws. But
Is this somatic?
it should
Obviously, it's a
everything,
motivational
yeah.
speech, right?
Yeah.
If it's not somatic, if you jazz hand in the speech,
It's funny enough, it's literally just visual.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So.
But once your temporary HP go, then your advantage on your wisdom saving throws goes as well.
So if you basically take 5 points of damage, you lose your bonus.
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody kind of has advantage on attacks or saving throws as well? Both.
Wisdom saving throws, and then if they get
Wisdom
hit
saving
by an attack, then they have advantage on their next attack.
So if we get attacked, we get advantage on the next attack. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So
So it's just visual. So is it basically like you put a spell on us, but it looks like you're giving a motivational speech?
Oh, I'm full on talking to the party.
Okay.
I'm trying to
So you are-
inspire the troops.
You are somatically doing it though, yeah?
Oh yeah. Like if we get caught, then that's my own fault.
No, that's fine. So yeah, you don't hear anything as you're doing this, but yeah, your entire party feels motivated through your actions.
Only the ones that listened,
Yeah. Lovac, as you sneak up to this tree, can you give me a stealth check, please?
Yep.
You said you go in quietly, yeah, because you were scouting.
Yeah, treading carefully, and I just want to locate the animal, the corpse of the animal. I don't want to go up and touch it, and
Okay.
I just want to know where it is. Oh,
Yeah. I rolled a really awful number. So, yeah, as you sneak up to the tree, you can start to see glimpses of the outcrop start to open up into a sort of like a crevasse, not quite a cavern, but like an open sort of little cubby hole, I guess, within.
Maybe a den?
Yeah, a sort of den. But as that opens up, you see a creature. Sort of just perched upon this stone with a bone in its hands, just sort of nibbling away at it. This creature looks like a sort of the body, legs and wings of a vulture, as I described to you, or as Willana described to you. So the body, legs and wings of a vulture with the torso, arms and head of a human female, and she's just there.
Guys, is that one of those harpies? And I point at it.
I think it could be.
Definitely looks like that. What I read in the books looks like that, right?
Never seen one before, but yes.
Lovak, has it seen us?
Not yet, stay back.
Can I also cast a spell at this point?
I assume you're all whispering, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I cast the spell, please, Mike? I'd like to cast Pass Without Trace. It gives us a +10 bonus on stealth checks.
Okay.
I don't know if it's going to come into the... There we go. We can't be tracked either, and we don't leave footprints. Within 30 feet, 5, 10... Yeah, everyone's within 30 feet, aren't they? Yes. Cool. I was thinking about doing it at the start as well.
Yeah, it's an awkward one, right? Like when
I was like, are we just going to get attacked straight away, or are we sneaking in? But yeah. So yeah, I'd like to cast that if we go any further. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Lovak, we should be a little safer now. If you wanted to carry on scouting ahead.
That's great, thank you. So, I'll just tuck in like in this bush or tree. Is there an easy way, an obvious way, I guess, around to maybe sneak up on this harpy?
As you can see, it's perched on an open stone. There doesn't seem to be an obvious route for you to get there.
Not from behind.
So
Looks like some sort of
I'll
cliff
open
face.
this area to your left up. If I can move. There we go. So you can kind of see the area down there. It does seem to be a tree line, but it's all open up to that cliff face. You can't quite see, like I said, the cliff face is quite tall, so you can't see on top of it. The only part you can see is the large stone that, again, is about... That stone that you can see just on that first tier there is around 20 foot in height. And then further to the right of that, that large stone is probably about 50, 60 feet high in the air.
I'm just going to walk up behind Lovak and just... whisper, Lovak, the spell I cast has covered you in magical shadow. She can still see something, but she might not be able to pick you out if we attack quickly. But it's up to you how you want to proceed. We should have a little bit of an advantage. And sorry, I'm trying to whisper that, but yeah.
As you sneak up, though, can you give me a stealth check, please? At
Okay.
advantage, obviously, because you've casted it on yourself.
Oh
No, it's normal,
plus
isn't
10.
it? But plus 10, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so you're
25.
fine. You're absolutely fine.
Okay, cool.
I whisper this again. When I reach the stone, the cliff face, throw something into the river. And then
Okay.
River?
If you to answer, like there, I can see some water, right? Is that water?
Water?
Cliff face, isn't
That's
it?
a cliff.
Oh, is it?
Sorry.
I better zoom in.
I can throw something at the other side of the.
Yeah, cause a distraction.
So this entire area to your east now is a large rocky outcrop. Like I said, imagine Pride's Rock in Lion's King.
Okay. All right, Lovak. I'll cast Magic Stone, and I'll be ready to throw it as a distraction. How's that sound?
Amazing.
Okay.
So, as soon as that finishes,
Oops, sorry. I don't know why I did that.
I head off this way, quite stealthily, and my intention is to get down to here. Hiding down here.
Cool, so you throw a stone, yeah?
Wait, hang on. So, have I given you the stone, Lovak, or am I going to throw the stone?
Yeah. I want basically I want you to cause a distraction so he looks away from me.
Okay.
Now it's gone down to the bottom.
Bear with me 2 secs. What's the range on this?
Are you just throwing a normal stone or something?
I've just cast the Magic Stone, and I'm going to throw it. So I've got 60 feet range, haven't I?
Okay. So you're going to throw it towards the top of the hill, is it? Or the top of the cliff face?
Yeah. Where did you want me to throw it, Lovak?
No.
Maybe over here so it looks away from me.
Okay. Oh yeah, behind it. Okay, cool. So I'm assuming there's more cliff here.
You can't quite see in there the trees and.
Well, even if I throw it to like where the line is on the ground, surely that's going to get her attention, right?
Yeah.
If I just like whiz it underarm under the tree line.
It's got to roll as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which direction's the wind going in?
I can still see Lovak from here, right? Just about.
Did you want to do stealth?
Well, yeah, I assume you're doing it concurrently, right?
Yeah, so I'm waiting for Lovak to give me the signal, and then I'll throw the stone.
Yeah. So, as you're throwing it, can you give me a sleight of hand check, please?
Okie doke.
Whilst Lovak, you give me an athletics check, please. Because I'm assuming you're sprinting, yeah?
No, I want it to be stealthy.
Oh, yeah, you're going to be stealthy. Okay. So give me a stealth check then.
Oh,
Ooh.
Nice. 40 with the other plus 10 as well.
Yeah, so you throw this rock, and it sort of lands in the area, and you just hear a... Go on, Lovak.
yeah. As it looks away, I wanted to stealthily run up to it and kind of stab it.
Oh, so you
think-
sprinted directly towards it, yeah?
Along the
cliff face.
cliff face.
Ah, right. I see what you're doing.
Might be
Okay,
shadow,
so
might
you
not be,
snuck
yeah.
to the bottom area, and then you've moved across. Okay, got you.
Yeah.
As this is happening, we haven't planned this far ahead, but maybe I should beckon to the rest of the group to charge in at this point, or stealthily charge in at this point.
Yeah, we should move forward, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give you all a pre-move, but roll initiative while you're doing it, and I'm going to turn the turn order up.
Yeah, it's a bit harsh to all run in at once. Maybe I'll just get to there.
Yeah, I wouldn't say you would
Is
all
that-
be running, but they would have all come up close to you, right? Because otherwise you would have all been out in the open. So,
Maybe there. If I run around the tree or something.
so I am just gonna roll these a sec.
That's where I got to with my intended movement. Trying to take one off everything is so frustrating. It's like 11 initiative, knock it down to a 10. Broderson, are you moving up? Broderson?
Yeah. So I've moved up. I've done the pre-move.
Okay, yeah, sorry,
25.
I didn't see it.
I'm not in the turn order yet, Mike.
Let me add you.
Cheers.
Broderson's missing as well, isn't he? Caspad. Yeah, so if you can manually enter your scores, please,
No
guys.
worries. Cheers.
Is that everybody in?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
I see more than one.
Okay, so as Lovac, you've sort of gone down there, you start to see a little bit more of the area anyway, so I'll reveal that. In fact, at this point, I will just reveal everything. It's no point. There you go.
Ah, shit.
So, Lovac, let's just check if you get a surprise attack on this creature. So you rolled a 30, didn't you? I mean,
40.
yes.
40.
A 40.
So you, catch this creature by surprise.
I'll put my short sword into its throat and go for the kill. Is that a hit?
That does hit.
I don't get the sneak attack. So I'm not
You do, right? Because it was a surprise attack.
Oh yeah, because it's
Because you get
advantage.
advantage, I think.
If I got advantage, I do. Yeah.
Is that how it works, Mike?
I'm just checking conditions. Oh, it's not in conditions.
Good work on the plan, though. That's out of character.
An attacker to attack with advantage. Yeah.
Yeah, I do again.
It's the sneakiest we've been for a while.
So you're gonna hate me, but
Because you are unseen, so that's fine.
bugbears get a thing called surprise attack. Once per combat, if you surprise the creature and hit it with an attack on your first turn in combat, the attack deals an extra 2d6.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Hey, you should go to Vegas, Chris.
Oh wow, okay. So the first attack is what? 13 plus 9?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's 22 plus the surprise attack. 34. Wow.
Okay, yeah, and I've got my offhand with my Kapesh of the Desert Tempest. Which is a hit, I guess.
Hits.
So I don't get the sneak attack this time, but 3 lightning damage and and 6 slashing. So I'll get a proficiency. Oh, sorry, 7 slashing. Oh, crap. 5 slashing. Plus 3 lightning.
So 5 plus 3, so it's 8. Yeah. Slightly confusing. Yeah, and as you sort of land both of your hits, into this creature who was just totally unsuspecting. She just lets out a howl of anguish. She's just... You could see she's severely injured as the blood is now starting to pour from her side where you've hit her.
Nice.
Anything else, or have you done enough?
So, yeah, what happens now? Did I have like movement?
Oh, yeah, sorry, because I was just surprised. So now
Yeah.
you get your actual round.
This has been a good plan so far.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'll just go in again. This throat is tougher than I thought.
Oh.
I guess I don't get advantage in this one.
No.
Just a 10. Capesh. So I miss.
That's a hit.
Oh, sweet. So 4 plus
4
1.
points of damage, and the 10, so 14 points of damage. So as you again strike in, this creature just almost seems like it has no strength left in her, and she just lets out a howl. And can you tell me how she dies?
Yeah, the throat just completely comes out. It's just like a little bit of skin left, and the head just falls backwards. I'll try and hide, but that was a lot of noise. I'll just
Yeah, at which point I think the rest of them are now fully aware of what's going on. And that is now you, Cathbad.
Cool. I am going to. I'm going to move just to sort of behind this bit of tree trunk. Well, sort of to the side of it. And then I'm just going to, while I'm having my eyes on Lovac doing that, I'm sort of going to catch this one out of the corner of my eye. I'm like, there's more around here. And then I'm going to hold up my hand and create a flame using produce flame, and I'm going to fire it off at this harpy creature.
Go for it, roll the hit.
16.
Hits.
And flame damage, fire damage, I guess. Cool. I'm just seeing if I have a bonus action that I'm going to use. No, I think I will end my turn there.
So yeah, a bolt of fire just flies towards her, and she takes a searing hit as she starts patting herself from the flames.
Oh, well, actually, what I am going to do as my bonus action is just pick up another magic stone and just have that ready for the next round. So I'm just going to cast that again and just pick up a pebble. But yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Next up was the harpy who was killed. So next up after her is the one that you just can't quite see. But you just hear almost like the sound of like a wind as you now start to see her lift above the cliff face and fly towards you, Cathbad.
Oh my god.
And she just comes straight towards you, and she just looks at you. I'm gonna eat your bones. As she
That was
makes
creepy.
two attacks towards you with her, one with her claw and one with a bit of wood, like a club that she's picked up. Uh, 14
No.
and a 17.
Yeah, 17. My AC.
That hits, and you take
1.
2 points of damage.
Nice.
As she just follows. She attacks you with her claws as she comes from the sky, but then follows with that smash towards your head, but it just catches you off your shoulder and just grazes you really and causes 2 points of damage. Let me just check. Yep. Okay. Next up is the one that you threw the fire at, and she just takes to the air. She's about 5 feet off the air, and she looks towards you. And she
So they don't like
gazes
druids.
you in, like you see her staring directly towards you.
You thought you could hit my sisters, but come to me, my precious. Come to me, as she starts to sing a luring song.
It's almost mesmerizing as it starts to hit your ears.
Oh no.
And with that, can everybody within 300 feet who now starts to hear this song, so that's all of you, give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, we get advantage on those, don't we? That's right, from Drent, right?
Yep.
That's correct.
Okay, good, because I need a second one.
Oh no! Damn that advantage. That's-
Save the party.
Mine goes down to a 12.
oh!
Oh.
Ooh!
I'm so glad someone failed. I was like, this is not fair. As the rest of you sort of sort of shake off this sound that is now coming into your ears, you start to put your fingers in your ears and closing them, trying to shrug it all off. Grizz, you're just totally captivated. Like, I don't know. It was Valentine's Day yesterday, right? Like you're in love, man. And it's almost like in a cartoon where you see a pie on the shelf of the window.
Like I'm
You
getting
just
pulled
feel
along by the
yourself
invisible
like-
hook.
It just hits you in the same sort of way. And you become charmed.
Okay.
So you can now set your status to charmed.
Okay.
But she just sits there singing a sweet melody.
Okay, so just to check that only the person who's charmed me I can't attack, right? That's how I'm reading it, yeah?
So basically now, as you're charmed by this creature,
Yeah.
when you move on your turn, you move towards the harpy by the most direct route possible. So you're just luring straight towards the sound, yeah?
Okay.
But yeah, that's it really. So you don't have any other action. You are totally
Okay.
mesmerized by this right now.
Whew.
Okay, and actually you're up next.
Oh boy.
Let me just work out how far I can move because that's changed my plan a bit. Let me just check that. It's right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I can't do anything else. I just move and that's it.
What about your action dash?
I
I'm only teasing you, man.
you know.
Only teasing you.
You're trying to feed me to the to the harpies.
No, it says you're incapacitated.
So it'd be standard
And charmed
movement,
by
right?
this, you need to move straight towards it. So yeah, you do
Yeah, standard movement.
forego your go.
Doing great.
It's just such a beautiful song.
Is he going to make a save at the end of his turn, Mike?
He will be able to.
Well,
Oh.
next time.
At the end of each of its turns. So.
I'll have
So
like one whole round.
So you can do it now to see if you're free for the next one, I assume.
I mean, that makes
The
sense.
wording
right?
of that is a little bit weird, actually. It says,
No.
a charm target can
Oh,
also
advantage.
repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns. Technically, this is the end of your turn.
Yeah.
13.
Yes.
Cool.
So you're not out of it now, but you will be for your next turn.
Next turn. Okay, cool. Yeah, good stuff. Thank you.
Great. So Drent, you are up.
Hey. Brent's going to move 30 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I think it was the 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's going to see that everyone's got their wits about them. And I'm just going to cast a Vicious Mockery on this one here. Which is a Wisdom saving throw of 14.
14. Fails.
So it takes 2d4 damage and has disadvantage on its next attack. So it takes 2 damage and has disadvantage on its next attack.
At disadvantage, yeah. Okay. Any further action?
That's the end of my turn.
At which point, Broderson, you are up.
Keep muting myself. So Broderson is gonna climb up into the tree. And is he gonna be able to jump onto the cliff? I should have asked this first, actually. Is he going to be able to jump onto the cliff top here from the tree?
I just want to state that there was an easier route up to that cliff face, but yeah, if you want to go from the tree to there, you can give me an athletics check.
I totally didn't spot that.
If you
That
wanna,
was the
if
fun-
you
yeah.
wanna, you know, I'm not gonna be harsh if you didn't see that on the map, but there was an easier route up there.
I think it's probably like quite a long way around at this point because we've advanced so far forward. I think this is the more sort of sensible option. So it was an athletics check.
So just give me an athletics check, or whatever you feel would be sensible. Dexterity, athletics,
Acrobatics?
acrobatics. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a 9.
Try and spin around the branch like a trapeze artist.
Yeah, so as you sort of go through along one of the branches, you take a leap when you think it was like the right time, but the branch wobbles and you jump, but just keep your hand on the top of this cliff edge, because I told you it's about 10 feet high. But you manage to hold on and drag yourself up, but you have lost half of your movement in doing so.
Okay. So that going from there to there, that probably takes me to my movement, and maybe a little bit more as well.
That's fine. We're fine.
Bonus action dash, yeah.
Yeah. So with dash, gonna just come along to here. I think dash gives you half your movement speed, right?
It's double, isn't it?
It's
double
double,
your
yeah.
normal, so you get full movement speed again.
Cool.
So your half was only to get yourself back up. So if you're doing the bonus action as you've got back to the top, you've got the full movement speed again.
The full 30, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll come along just to here, and just assess the battlefield and wait for an opportunity on next turn.
So as you get there, that cliff face now to your east is again another 10 or so feet high. It goes up quite steeply.
Okay.
But you've now got a vision down into the sort of area where the rest of the group are now fighting.
Cool.
Okay.
That's Brooks and done.
Okay. So, next up, you just hear a howling screech come from the back of this sort of nest, this lair.
I'm going to eat all of your souls. I'm going to pick the meat from your teeth as I enjoy and savor every moment.
And you just see this creature, and this is mainly Grizz, Cathbad and Drent right now, as this sound comes hauntingly towards you. Land right between Grizz and Cathbad. And she just looks at you, Cathbad, and
Attack my sisters. You shall die.
as she makes a double claw attack against you. 20.
Mm-hmm.
And 20. She rolled two 20s.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and she rolled the max damage, so you take 20 points of damage from her first claw attack.
Oh, just from one?
Yeah, and the second you take 13.
Okay. Ouch.
Yeah, you had 5 temporary HP from me, Jeff.
Yeah, so I've lost that advantage thing, haven't I? But yeah, I am.
Yes. But you have advantage on your next attack as well.
Okay, cool. Damn. That hurt.
And that is the end of her go. She just lets out a... Next
These
up,
harpies are horrifying. Just
Lovak, you're
Saying
up.
that, I'll say, leave my brothers alone.
Nice.
Jump out of the shadows and attack with my short sword. The one with the wings open. 24.
Hits. You get advantage, by the way, because you're flanking with Cathbad.
Oh, might as well do it again.
So 24 hits, and you get the sneak attack, right? So 21 points of damage.
That's it. Now the Kapesh. Oh, actually, yeah, I do.
Advantage as well.
Advantage.
And that hits. And she takes 11 points of damage.
Yeah. And yeah, I'll stay there. I say, go on, brothers, we got this. That's me.
Cool. Cathbad, you're up. Severely injured after being...
Yeah. Just a quick one on that spell, Ryan. If I don't make an attack in this round, can I still get advantage on my next attack, or is it on my next turn after I lose the temporary?
Your next attack.
Okay, cool. I'm going to... I think at this point I'm kind of cowering down under my shield, being attacked from both sides. So I'm going to first off use Boar's Stone. So while I'm trying to hunker down under my shield, I'm going to grab Boar's Stone from my pocket and fling it up into the air. And that's going to give me a bit of protection. So it says it floats around you at 1d3 feet away from you. But yeah, okay, so I guess it's like right floating around me.
Yeah. So
and then
floating
it's-
around your head. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So that's just there as some protection. And then because I'm very low on health, I'm going to cast as a bonus action. Where has it gone? At 3rd level, I'm going to cast Healing Word on myself. So that should give me 3d4 plus 3 healing. Come on, big numbers, please. That's not great. Okay, well, it's better than nothing.
So you get...
So I'm going to heal for 7.
Yeah, 2, 1, 1. Oh god, that was a really awful roll. By
That
the way.
is a shocker, isn't it?
You rolled 2 1s and a 2 on a 3d4.
Yep. Cool. But yeah, that's me done. So Boar's Stone essentially just gives me a new AC, and the creatures have to try and break it or take it away from me before they can get to me.
Okay. So next up is the harpy who is currently attacking you. And she just looks at you.
You see, your brothers? One of them is already lured to our songs. Listen to my voice.
As she starts to sing a sweet melody. And can you all again give me a wisdom saving throw, except for Grizz, because you're already under the effect.
No, I've escaped it, didn't I?
You can't be affected by another one's.
Oh, okay.
If we pass, can we be affected by it? Because we passed it last turn.
It's to that harpy song.
Ah, okay.
So another
Yeah,
harpy
different
can...
harpies, a different song. Yeah.
Different song. Yeah.
So do I need to roll then? This was different harpy.
Yes, please.
Okay, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. My highest was a 5.
So everybody succeeds
I had a 5, Mike.
except for Drent. Cathbad?
I got 20, but I don't have advantage, so just one roll.
And yeah, Grizz succeeds. So yeah, this time, Drent, you just find yourself lured to this harpy song. And that's the end of her turn. So yeah, she can take a bonus action. So this harpy comes across to Lovac and swipes and hits you with her claw and club in a double attack. "12
Miss.
misses, 6 misses." So both of them miss. As you just dodge her blows.
I'll turn to her and
I've never tasted bugbear.
I've never tasted a harp.
And you shan't.
And that's the end of her turn. And Grizz, you are up.
Okay, so do I get flanking on this one? Sorry, I haven't got my pointer on this one.
Technically, yeah. I mean, you'd probably have to move there for me to say that it's a cross move, but
Okay, because I'm not going to move anywhere further.
That. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm not going to move any further anyway, right? So basically, what I want to do, I want to take a second to concentrate, use my bonus action to summon Boar's Light and activate the sword. So I just kind of grab my sword and say Boar's Light from within, and that's my bonus action. So that's now activated, and I want to attack the one that's in the center here with Boar's Light. So roll to hit with advantage, yeah?
Mm-hmm. First one hits.
Okay, well, I'll just see if
you
we
get a
get...
crit.
yeah.
Okay, but it hits, so roll for damage.
Okay, roll for damage. Okay, so that's 10 points of damage.
She takes 10 points of damage as Boar's Light sears through the side of her chest.
Okay, and that's my turn.
Okay, double attack.
I did have to use my bonus action for that, yeah.
Drent, you are currently charmed towards
Pretty
this
song.
creature.
And I
Oh
will
no, sorry, I do get double attack. What am I saying? I do get a double attack. Yeah. Sorry.
You get
did I
two standard actions, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, sorry, yeah.
I thought so.
Yeah, sorry. Just quick. Sorry about that. I'll just quickly
No,
roll
that's
now.
right.
Yes.
Boom.
Oh, there's no point me rolling again on that one, is there? Okay, roll for damage, Boar's Light. So that's 15 points doubled then, is it?
So unfortunately, you rolled a really awful standard damage.
Yeah.
But I yeah.
Either way, 30 points. Oh, no, it's not 30. Is it 30 points?
Technically, it's your attack
It's 20, isn't it?
roll.
It's 20, is it?
And yeah, the double the radiant, so 20 plus.
I got it as 35.
No, it's because he rolled a 1 on his attack.
Yeah.
That doubles up to 2 plus his 4
okay,
is
we're doing.
6.
Okay, I thought we were doing.
Yeah.
Max damage.
Oh no, hang on, we're doing
Yeah,
max
I thought
dice,
we
aren't we?
did.
I thought we
yeah,
was doing
sorry,
max
we're
dice.
doing
Yeah,
max
so
dice.
Oh, yes,
different
yeah,
games,
yeah.
different rules. My bad.
Mhm.
Yeah. So 11 plus 20. I have it as. Sorry, so
So
31.
yeah, the 1d6 plus his attack. it is a 1d6, so he gets a 6
Yeah.
from his attack. Plus
12,
his 1, which is 7. Plus his... So
Four.
it's 27 then, yeah? Doubling your radiant attack.
Let's just say 27. I don't know. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Unless that's too high, I'll just.
I got 18 plus 15. Okay.
12 plus 20.
12 plus 10, sorry, not 12 plus 20.
Yeah, so this is 1d6 plus 4,
Yeah, which was the 1.
which is the 1, plus the 6,
Plus the 6,
which is
yeah,
7, so it's 11, plus his 10.
Plus.
10.
Don't you double that dice as well? Don't you had max damage for that as well?
Oh, it's a 2d6, sorry.
Yeah, which would be 12, so
Yeah, yeah.
it would be 6, 10,
Yeah, you're
11.
right, sorry.
Yeah. 11 plus 22.
Yeah.
I just disconnected, by the way.
That's okay. We're just randomly making up numbers for your damage. I think we had over 1 million.
So we agreed on what, 33 there?
33, yeah.
I'm glad you reinforced that then and we didn't come up with another number.
Okay, 33 points of damage. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's a really good hit. Yeah.
I have messed up the order on the screen, but I'm happy with 33.
It's comparable to my 2 damage on my attack.
Very nice.
Thanks for all the help working that one out.
Mm.
It's been a while since we've done it, right? Like,
Yeah, totally.
Okay. Why did I Drent next? No.
it
Broadson
was me,
Yeah,
and then
it was
I
Jen.
moved. Yeah, I moved as close as I could, and then I don't know if anything else bad happens, but then obviously that ends my turn, so I would make another save, I think.
No, that ended it there, and you just make your save. Yeah.
Yeah. So. Double 19.
Nice.
Both naturals.
Touche.
Oh yeah, 2 nat 20s.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
Oh yeah, because you got your -1. Nice.
That is not
2
well.
nat 20s. Amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Wow.
you're free from the song. And with that, Broderson.
Okay, so taking a look over the battlefield, Broderson has picked his target, and he's gonna very carefully clamber and jump down to here and use his boning knife to attack the harpy from behind.
At advantage. Oh! Why are you guys with your nat 20s all of a sudden?
What?
Let's go to the casino.
Look at that, there's four greens in a row on the stream.
So I'm going to use anatomical understanding as well, if you don't mind. I should have said this beforehand, but basically a sneak attack. Broderson's done a lot of studying of the anatomy of humanoids, so he's going to do an extra 1d6 damage.
Sounds very sinister, Gav.
But so for damage, so now will be so what would that be? 22 for the sneak attack. 5, so 27 plus the 3. So is that 30 as well?
As you come in and you start to spike your boning knife into this harpy with precision accuracy, can you tell me how it dies?
With the anatomical understanding, he's going directly into the fifth vertebrae and just going to twist the knife as it kind of leans into that vertebrae and pry it apart. And the harpy just drops to the ground, paralyzed.
Nice. Any further action?
So I'm going to use a bonus action to throw Brodson's cleaver at the harpy just over here that Lovak is fighting.
Okay.
This will still get, because I've got 2 weapon fighting, I think I still get bonuses on the damage and to hit for this as well. 23.
Hits.
So 9.
Takes 9 points of damage. As you say, knives came in?
Sorry.
What was it you threw at her?
A cleaver.
Cleaver.
He's poked the one harpy in the back and then tossed his cleaver just over the way, trying not to hit Lovak.
Oh, it was at the bottom one. Okay. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Takes the damage. Yeah.
That's 2.
Excellent. Yeah, and she lets out a screech. And next up is the larger harpy, the matriarch, and she just literally spins around like in a rage. And she just lets out this howl, which kind of pushes you all back just slightly, like just catches you unawares. And with that effect, can you all roll me a wisdom saving throw, please? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so Grizz. So yeah, Broderson, you're fine. Grizz, you're fine. Cathbad, you're fine. And Drent and Lovak. As this sort of howl hits you, you start to see visions in your mind. Lovak, you see yourself within your clan of bugbears. You're accepted. You're one of them. And you're fighting or going into battle against another tribe, riding a griffin, feeling all glorious in nature in your battle. And as this vision takes over you, you become paralyzed to anything else in the world.
Paralyzed condition, is it?
Yeah. I didn't realize this affected all creatures, so I kind of messaged Lovak to see what kind of vision and his desire would be. So, Drent, what is your deepest desire?
Oh, dude, put me on the spot. I guess it's glory to be accepted in a family. So, however that would go.
So yeah, you start to see these images conjure in your mind of an acceptance as well. An acceptance of those around you. Something that you've been longing for so long, and it even connects with your recent discovery within your own mind. And you see the acceptance of your parents that you, until a day ago, had forgotten. And with that, as it starts to consume your mind, you also become paralyzed. As you just enjoy the blissful moment of feeling where you would like to have been the entire time. And as she lets out this howl, it is the end of the turn order. And she just says,
Fight for us. We have harbored you, creature, for some days now. Kill these creatures as they live a life of luxury in their minds, and I shall consume their bones.
and all of a sudden you see this creature start to just rattle the cliffside around you and appears above the cliff.
Oh boy.
Can't see it, Mike. Where is it? Oh, there it is.
Oh,
It's there. And it just jumps down and just makes its way towards the group as it lets out a howl and charges straight behind Broderson. And it has this, so this creature, as you all start to look at it, is a giant in nature, but it's hideous. I guess the closest any of you might have even seen in the past is I don't know, a troll or something along those lines. You know, I know, Grizz, you've seen giants, but this is hideous in nature. It's got all sorts of sort of deformities. Its skin is bubbling, and it's just raises this giant club above its head as it looks down with an eye that is, one of them is open wider than the other, as it looks at Broderson and just smashes down with its club. $28 hits. Of course it's gonna hit.
yeah.
Sorry, I can't hear you if you're speaking, Gav. And
You can mute it, Gav.
Yeah, cheers.
you take 16 points of damage. 16?
Don't forget your 5 temporary HP you had, Broderson.
Good shot, good shot.
And you take 13 points of damage. 16 hits. Does it?
Yeah.
Sorry, it's a question. So you
Sorry.
take an additional 13 points of damage, so it was 29,
On top of the
29
on top of
points of
16.
damage total.
Okay.
I don't like-
As
I
it
don't
just
like
smashes
creature.
down at you with this club.
Cool.
And as we return to the top of the turn order, I appreciate we haven't taken a midway break yet, so we'll recommence after the break at the start of the turn order. Lovac is up with this giant has now just appeared before you, and we'll reconvene in 5 minutes time, so about 9:05, yeah?
Okay.
Cool. Man,
Awesome,
a
that's
bit.
good.
Lovely. See you shortly, everyone.
Catch you in a sec.
Welcome back, everyone, and welcome back, guys, from your break. Yeah, I just need to switch around the overlay, don't I? I think that should do it. Looks like everybody's back there. Yeah, thanks for staying tuned, everyone. Yeah, so the adventurers have just been surprised by a giant that has just been unleashed upon them. So we'll rejoin the battle with Lovak. Start the turn order.
Yeah, I just try to move and I'm like, I just can't do anything. So I'm paralyzed. Do I get a save?
And become paralyzed until the end of its next turn.
So yeah.
So yeah, so the end of your turn now, isn't it?
Yeah, so I don't have a go, but I get a roll.
Yeah.
Do I get the advantage still then?
Advantage on what, sorry?
Oh, wisdom. Save throws it.
Drent?
Yo. Didn't it just say it was paralyzed only until the end of its next turn, so there's no save to make?
Yeah, so you don't have to make a saving throw.
Yeah, it automatically passes, right?
I thought he was asking for something else, sorry. Was it after you were asking for, yeah?
Yeah, I was wondering if I still get advantage on the wisdom save, but
Yeah, you
just
don't need to
skip it.
to make it. It was just until the end of your next turn.
okay, I stay put, but I'm no longer paralyzed, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Cool.
Cathbad.
Sorry. Yeah, so I am going to make another attempt at healing myself, but at second level this time, because I don't want to use up all my third level spell slots. So yeah, I'm gonna mumble some ancient druid words to myself and heal for 8 points. That's technically my bonus action. And then I'm gonna turn to the Queen Harpy and say, you foul creatures, take this, and then attack with primal savagery.
Okay.
So
You get
it's
an
just
advantage.
cool. So it's just where my hands turn into poisonous claws. Has it rolled 2 or just 1? $15.
Hits.
Cool. Damage roll coming up.
Oof.
Ooh.
That's a good roll.
And
Yeah.
then for the other. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's advantage, isn't it?
Double advantage.
Not
Yeah,
gonna
if you
beat that.
double strike. Yeah.
Where's. Oh, I'm not going to beat it anyway, am I? But there we go. Cool. So yeah, 19
Points of damage. Yeah.
of acid damage. Yep.
Yeah. So she just lets out a screech as the acid burns part of her wings.
That's me.
Okay.
Add some health back onto my character.
Next up is this harpy next to Lovak, who sees he's... Oh no, you're no longer under charm. Or paralyzed. So she's going to concentrate on you and she's going to attempt to hit you with her claws and her club. 19.
That will hit.
So you take 8 points of damage from her claws, but her club misses you.
8. Could have been worse.
And she's sort of looking at you, but she's like in pain, and she's like, shall we go? But that's the end of her turn. Grizz, you're up.
Okay, so I'm going to see if I can have a go at finishing off this matriarch harpy. So I'm going to attack with Boar's Light. So again, I've got advantage at the moment, right? So 2 rolls for that. First attack. Oh no, we're going to have the whole thing again of working out the damage, aren't we? Okay, well, I'll roll it and then we can figure that out. Oh, well, that's.
You did the same again. Except you rolled a 2 instead of a 10.
Yeah, so that's 2. So that's 12
yeah,
plus
4
2, isn't it? 14.
Plus
Yeah.
6 is 10. Plus the 2 is 12. Plus another 12 because it's 2d6. So 24 points.
Okay, cool.
So as that damage comes in, it's enough as bore light sears through her body. And can you tell me how she dies?
Okay, so basically I do a massive arcing swing with Boar's Light and chop off both her wings.
She just falls to the ground as her wings are cut off.
Yeah. Okay. So what I want to do now then, I suppose, is I want to use my movement before my second attack. Can I do that?
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. So yeah, I'm going to move up to the giant, turn to face the giant, and unleash my second attack, which won't be an advantage, will it? Now it'll just be a standard attack. So let's give that a go.
Flanking.
But I can use as part of my attack, I can use the wrappings of the Lost Necropolis to attempt to grapple a creature as part of my attack. Okay, so obviously I'm going to try and do that. So I'll see if the attack hits first of all, and then there'll be a save against my key then if that is successful. Ooh. So 26 to hit.
26 hits.
Okay, so I'll roll the damage first of all, and then we'll deal with the grapple then as well. Okay, so 17 points of damage.
So yeah, you hit this creature for 17 points of damage.
Okay, so excellent. That's superb. Let me just get up the... sorry, just going to get up the details about the wrappings again. So, yeah, on a successful hit, the target is grappled. The escape DC is equal to your key save DC, so that's 13. So on a successful hit, the target is grappled, so I presume they'll get an opportunity to make a save.
It's an opposing check.
Yeah.
Which will be their strength check.
Yeah, so 13.
DC 13?
Mm-hmm.
14.
Ah, okay. So I've attacked it, but it's not grappled then in that case.
Okay. Or would you like to do anything else?
Oh, I've got a bonus action. So I've got a bonus action available, so I might as well do Flurry of Blows then in that case. So yeah, I'm going to spend a key point to do a Flurry of Blows with my bonus action. And so yeah, 2 unarmed strike attacks. So I'll try and land the first one.
That's why you're fighting, by the way.
Ooh, okay. 14.
Hits.
Okay, so that is 7 damage.
Take 7 points of damage. Yeah, so you again with your fists, and yeah, you hit it for 7 points of damage.
Okay, and then a 9 on my second for the Flurry of Blows.
That was a second attempt
Yeah.
to hit, yeah?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that misses.
Okay, and that ends my turn. Thank you very much.
Drent. You're on mute.
Right. Blissful acceptance. People accept me. I end my turn.
Mhm.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
So as you hang on, but you're paralyzed until the end of your next turn. Is that literally your next turn? We're not. Oh right, okay. So you're free now.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so Broderson.
So Broderson is going to move to here, so we'll be disengaging from the giant, and as he's on his way past, tap Grizz on the shoulder. Well, I'll just be back in a second. Don't want Lovak doing something horrible with my knife. And comes to here and uses the bone-in knife to stab this harpy in the back. So with advantage for flanking.
You do, yeah. And
This is a 15.
it hits with a 15. Yeah.
Cool. And then I don't know, I guess sneak attack with this.
Isn't it when an ally was in 5 feet? So you do.
Okay.
Advantage, yeah.
So that'll be 12. And then with my bonus action, I'd like to try
as that boning knife sort of goes into this creature. It's enough. Can you tell me how it dies?
Going for an artery, and don't quite have enough power to be able to sever the vertebrae, but going for a sort of slashing move towards the main artery around the neck area, and the blood starts flowing.
I wanted to taste bugbear.
And she falls to the ground.
And then with the bonus action, just want to try and recover my my cleaver.
Yeah. I mean, she's fallen lifelessly before you, so there's no issue getting it out. You just yanked it out. It's fine.
So I yank it out and give it a little sort of flip in the air, catch it by the handle, and wink at Lovak.
My hero.
I'm sure, Lovak, I'm sure. And then that'll be empty.
Okay. So next up, in the absence of the matriarch, is Lovak.
Okay. I would like to get my rope out, run over to the opposite side of this giant, and kind of tie the rope around his ankles. And if I got enough movement or action left, yank, try to kind of pull it so he falls over. But if not, I'll do that next turn.
So how far did you move there? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30?
Yeah.
And you're trying to do what?
So I'd like to tie my rope around his ankles, and if I got enough action left, I suppose, pull it to trip him up, or
So you can move away quickly. So it's going to be a strength check anyway. So as you, or athletics, whichever you choose. But as you, you can wrap here and run really quickly, 5 meters or 5 feet, and it's going to be enough to probably yank it.
nice. Athletics, yeah.
Yeah, go for it. So you manage to get the rope around part of it, but as you yank, it just seems to come loose, and you just stop yourself falling. Actually, manage to stay on your feet, but doesn't pull him down.
Okay. Bonus action, can't really do much, so I'll disengage. Just go over there. Can't do that as a bonus action.
Okay. So that's your move. You were in 5 feet of him as you moved away, weren't you?
Yeah, but disengage.
You disengaged. Fine.
Doesn't work.
Yeah. Okay, no problem. Cathbad, you're up.
Cool. So obviously 3 of harpies around me. So I'm gonna use my action to heal a bit more before I go any further. So this time I'm gonna sort of put my hands against the cuts and scratches I received and cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
So 6 points of healing. And then as my bonus action, I'm going big. So I am going to use Wild Shape, and transform into an Allosaurus.
Oh no, an Allosaurus? I wish I had a heads up. Thanks for messaging me.
Woohoo!
It's not that big.
Imagine if it had been that big. That'd be amazing.
I haven't got the stat. Is it a small creature?
It's a large beast.
It's a large, is it?
Yeah, I just checked that it's CR2, and my circle trait means I can go up to 2, which I didn't realize before. But if we're going up against some giant troll, now's the time.
Controlled by Cathbad. There you go.
I am not going to engage with my movement for the rest of my turn, but I'm going to turn towards the troll creature and just do a dinosaur roar in his face. And then my turn there.
Cool. So you you turn into this creature in almost intimidating fashion, to its size and magnitude, and it definitely clocks you.
All right.
Okay. Next up, Grizz.
Okay, so first and foremost, I am going to attack with Boar's Light. So do my attack action first. So I'm going to swing at this giant troll in front of me. 26, so...
Hits.
Okay, so that's 11 points of damage.
So as you swing with Boar's Light, you manage to catch it in the arm that it swung down to hit Broderson, which is still lingering down there, and slice across his arm and takes 11 points of damage.
Excellent. Confidence raised. I try and swing back upwards with my second attack. 16.
Hits. It's hard to miss a giant.
Yeah, there is that, I suppose. That's 16 points of damage.
Yeah, so as you swing up with confidence, you manage to catch it across its lower chest.
Okay,
Take
and
16 points of damage.
for my bonus action, I'm going to dodge.
Okay.
And that's me.
Okay. Drent.
That thing smells worse than Scomron, lads. It's absolutely reeks. And he has a wisdom save of 14 to make. And all I'm doing is vicious mockery.
Okay, wisdom. 14.
Yep.
14.
Hey. That ends my turn.
Okay. Not moving?
Nope. Chill. Hiding behind this log.
Okay, so as you attempt to pierce its mind, it just resists you. And Broderson, you're up.
Unmute myself. So Broderson is going to take the position that he had, and then lean over to Grizz and just sort of say, "Told you I'd be back," and
I know.
go for the ankles of the creature.
As you go for the ankles, it's just the huge size of its feet. You just catch the toenail rather than anything else, and it doesn't seem to hurt it, almost like natural armor.
Fair. And then after the absolute pasting that I took the last time, we'll use the dodge as my bonus action.
Do you only get one attack then?
That's a good point, actually. So,
Because I fell foul of that earlier.
yeah, use my offhand with the cleaver. That's the miss, unfortunately.
But
Absolutely.
as you sort of go up to strike it, a bit of dangling stuff that he has from his sort of waist, this just distracts you. I mean a belt. I don't mean anything else.
Okay,
He's
okay.
wearing a sort of like coverall, by the way. But it just you miss and you hit like a group of little skulls that have been collected on his belt.
Glad you clarified that, Mike.
Thanks. Anything else?
And for me,
Okay.
it's just the dodge.
Yeah.
It's probably really super important, I would imagine.
Yeah. Wise move.
So it doesn't seem threatened by both of you now lingering beneath its feet. It peers over to the Allosaurus and even sniggers at that as it looks over to Drent.
Hey, I'm scary.
And it just Faye.
Or like you don't understand any of the words it's saying, but Faye sticks out to you, and it looks at you with its eye, and you just feel this searing feeling hit you. Can you make a charisma saving throw, please?
Who's
me,
making?
Drent.
Me.
Oh, sorry.
-1. Let's go.
Oh,
22.
Boom.
Boom. Okay, so you take. Oh my god.
Right, I'm behind this log as well. Remember?
Yeah.
I only tease him, mate.
He rolled 6 dice and 2 of them were max. You take half damage, so half of 28, 14 points of
Not a
damage.
scratch.
Yeah. And that is the end of its turn. Oh, sorry, actually he does have a multi-attack which uses that action. So he's going to strike down then following that, like in anger because it didn't work at Broderson, as he attempts to smash your head against the cliff with his club.
So, just for something out, so for full transparency, you can't dodge as a bonus action. It's got to be full action.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna get any bonuses here.
Does an 18 hit you then?
Oh yes, that hits.
No.
You got some sort of reaction, Gav?
Nope. Nope.
Sure.
Not got an
Uncanny
uncanny
dodge?
dodge or something?
Yep, that's what I was talking about.
Cool. Yep, got uncanny dodge.
Phew.
Do you want to tell me what that does?
I can dodge as a bonus action, by the way.
It halves the attacks damage.
Okay, so as this club comes striking in, it hits you full force against the cliff. You take 18 points of damage, which is halved.
Oof.
But you also take an additional 3 points of damage, which I guess is halved. 1 from getting battered into the side of the cliff.
An additional 3, you said, yeah.
Halved, so 1.
Okay, cool.
So it didn't quite hit you the way it should have, but you still caught your body ricocheted a bit off the cliff face. Okay, Lovac.
Yeah. I'm going to take this moment to kind of get in behind. If I go there, do I get advantage and Grizz gets advantage?
You do, yeah, because you're flanking.
Cool. I got that
'Cause
10-foot range thing. Then.
Just so nobody, yeah, because people might not realise you've got a 10-foot swing range.
Sweet. So I'm going to attack low and go for the Achilles with the short sword first. Where are you? There.
17 hits, but do you want to roll for it? Yeah, 26 hits.
19. Oh yeah. Miss. I stay.
Cool, my headset cut out then, but yeah, so your first one hit for 19 points of damage,
Yeah, correct.
and then your second one missed, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so as you swung down, it sort of ravagedly swung around, and as your second strikes came in, it just missed. As you attempted to sort of step back and dodge it. So Cathbad, you're not in the turn order, but your image for me is...
I'm just trying to see what my attack range is. I'm assuming, is it 10 feet for a large beast, or?
Only
Is
if
it
it says
specific?
it in the
Yeah, I
information.
can't. No, that's fine then. I can't find anything.
Sorry, I didn't pull
No,
up the
that's-
stat block, so...
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Oh no, it's reach 5 feet. That's fine. So I'm gonna have to come around the side to attack here. I think, right? Because I can't squeeze in between Grizz and Broderson.
That's
So
right.
yeah, I'm gonna come around here. and I'm gonna just try and bite this thing.
You get advantage.
Cool. So bear with me if I click on the right things here. So that's one, and then another one.
$20 hits. 12 misses.
Yep, and then
You got advantage though, remember. So do you want to roll both of those again?
oh, sorry. So it's advantage and flanking.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you get the advantage from flanking, and yeah, so the original one crits. That's why it's always worth advantage.
Okay. Okay, so I roll 2 more hits then.
So you've rolled the bite.
Yeah.
Yeah, so your 20 and 21
Yeah.
is now a crit.
Yeah.
So
So
roll for
one
damage.
more.
Roll 1 more damage. Yep, sure.
Roll for damage on the bite.
I'm making sure. Yeah, the bite.
Because then you followed up with a claw attack, right?
No, that was accidental. That was me rolling bite.
Oh, okay.
That was meant to be bite twice.
Right. Okay, got you. So you get... Oh god, that's a really, really, really bad roll. You roll 2 1s on 2 d10s. So you get a 2 + 4, which is 6, but you get, for the crit...
Hang on, no, hang on. So the 21 was the damage roll, right?
Yes, you've rolled you've rolled 2 attack rolls and 2 damage rolls, right?
Sorry.
So it's
Yeah.
actually
So it
17.
wasn't a crit to hit. It was just it was just 21 damage.
My bad.
Yeah. So ignore that 6, I
So it
guess.
takes 21 points of damage.
Yeah.
Got you. Sorry, because I saw bite and claw. I thought you were doing 2 separate attacks.
That's my fault because I clicked claw. It's annoying on the thing because every time you click it, it goes off. So I have to reopen it again.
Yeah, it's all good. Okay.
Yeah, and then as a bonus action. Oh god, this is risky. As a bonus action, I'm going to revert back to Cathbad form.
Okay.
Yeah, because I want to use some spells and I can't use them when I'm a dinosaur.
So you appear back.
Thank you. That's it.
Okay. Grizz.
Okay. Right. Okay. So I'm going to attack, but I'm going to try to stun. I'm going to try and stun with the attack. So it says when I hit, so I can try my 2 attacks, right, and declare.
Use
if I
your key
hit.
points to
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
stun. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to again follow everyone else's lead and try and swing low at the.
How many do you
Have you had 3 crits today?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, there's no point me rolling a second time for that anyway. Even with it, right? That's the best it's going to get, right?
Yeah.
So again, let's get ready to do the maths. Okay, so that's 9 + 7, so.
So you get the
It's,
9 plus the 6, which is 15,
Yeah.
plus the 7, which is
Yeah.
what, 22 plus 12. So 34.
That's what I got.
Okay, then I totally, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, it is that hurt. So as
Okay.
Boar's light strikes through, that hurt.
So as I hit, I can now say that that's a stunning strike, right? So that target is now stunned until the end of my next turn if it fails a con saving throw.
So he needs to make a con saving throw, yeah?
Yeah, DC 13.
It's got a good con. 24.
Ah, okay, so no stun. Okay. I've been trying to lock it up, you know what I mean?
It's a giant,
so yeah.
they're always going to struggle with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. But, you know,
But
struggle
yeah, good
nobly,
effort.
right?
That was a hell of a blow of mind. Yeah, as
Okay.
the giant lets out
So-
a roar.
So I'll go for my second attack. So that's 16, but I've got advantage. I'll roll it again. 26, so yeah.
And yeah, hits.
Okay, so again, swinging low at the low center of gravity of the, so 12 points of damage.
And you start your panting.
I will.
As a bit of blood spits over you, actually, and over Broderson.
Okay. I don't want to run out of key points, so I'm not going to do like a flurry of blows or a dodge. I'm just going to do an unarmed strike just to see if I can just cap it off with my offhand. Okay. Oof.
Hits.
I tell you what, some of these rolls tonight, right? So unarmed strike. So that's 8 points of damage. That's not a bad roll for an unarmed strike either.
Yeah, it is struggling.
Okay, and that ends my turn.
Broderson, you are up. Oh no, Drent, sorry. Drent.
Hey, kicking me out already.
I've pushed one ahead in the turn order, sorry.
Yeah. After to reel in after his last hit, I'm gonna stumble out. And I'm going to bonus action Dissonant Whispers. That's what it's called. No, bonus action the minus 1d8 thing. What's it called? Unsettling Words. Bonus action Unsettling Words is minus 1d8 to its next saving throw.
Okay.
And then I'm going to third level cast Dissonant Whispers on it. So it's a wisdom save of 14 with a minus 1d8 to its save.
Wisdom's not particularly great. Don't even need to roll it. Yeah.
Fantastic. So that is
You roll the 7.
8. And that's 26 points of psychic damage, and that's a really good roll.
Wow, yeah.
As it looks at you, and I'm so gutted I didn't get to use this ability. It looks at you and yeah, your dissonant whispers tell me how
Your
it
tail
dies.
Oh, its
Nice.
head pops. Its head literally pops, all blood and pus coming out of its
As it's
ears and
looking
its
at you,
eyes.
it's like
Skeleton style.
it's just. Oh man, I
In
really,
the bath
really
mode,
wanted to use this ability. As everything just blows to the side, like Grizz, Broderson, Cathbad, Lovac, you're all covered in this.
Wow.
Say,
So,
come on, guys, have I got to do everything? As a
Can't take
joking
the head.
gesture.
Mhm.
And I can pat the guys on the shoulder and say, well done.
so I didn't really pick up on that because that was the moment that I was kind of releasing myself from the concentration of the combat. So it kind of completely went past me as I kind of like, is it done?
You are
It
out.
Oh, we finished. Wow, that was like so scary. I didn't know what was happening to my mind at points there, and that was a really tough fight.
At times I couldn't move. What went on?
Yeah, that was a really tough fight. And who's Faye?
Faye, it sounds familiar to me.
Is that a
I think
woman?
he was talking to me.
Jen,
I don't know.
do you know what Faye means?
It's something to do with what the druid did to me. It's in my head a lot, that word, lately, and I don't know
Yes.
why.
It keeps coming back to these druids.
They know something. I'm sure of it.
Do
This
we?
thing stinks. You'll carry it back.
No, they said they'd send somebody, didn't they?
Oh, great.
I mean,
We think we're safe now. Does anyone need some healing?
I'm okay at the moment. Definitely, I'm fine. But yeah, how about you, Cathbad? It seems you took quite a bit of a knock or two during that combat.
It was touch and go for a while, but I managed to magic some healing on myself while I was hiding under my shield.
That thing you do with the when you sent the bird to Earthfield, could you do that again now to send it back to the Druids to kind of get them to maybe come and meet us so that we don't, because what I don't want is anything happening, and maybe we escort the body back if they're willing to come and send some people out, but we escort them so they're safe just in case anything does happen on the way back.
I could do. How far away is the village? That's not that far, is it? So yeah.
It's a few hours, right?
Yeah, I can
Light
do
a
that.
Fire. We can tell them to look for the fire.
Yeah, we can we can get out into the open, and maybe we can have a bit of a rest while just a short rest while they come, and then we escort them back with the horses with this giant.
We should search around here as well, because these harpies have probably killed many a traveler in these woods, in this area. So maybe they've dropped some things, some valuables for us.
That's a good idea as well, Trent. Yeah.
I'm sure the Druids will be impressed by my my messenger magic. I'll go and find a pigeon or I don't know what that's. or a crow to send my message back. Mike, can we safely say there's some sort of...
There's creatures around, yeah, absolutely fine.
Cool.
So you can send your message.
Fantastic.
So did you want to loot the bodies, did you? Or surroundings? So if anybody who's investigating anything, do you want to give me an investigation check, please?
I'd like to roll the giant over to see what he's got on his belt. Sounds
Cool.
good. Skulls on there, wasn't it?
There was. Give me a d20.
It's past investigation.
Yeah, sorry. Investigation is where I'm at. So on the giant... Cool. Yeah, you find a set of pristine skulls along its waist. They seem to be of forest animals. You can't quite tell what they are, but they've been polished and shined. They look...
These are the best looking skulls I've ever seen.
They look like they could be sold.
Okay, if we are taking these skulls, can we please hide them from the Druids and don't mention them to the Druids, because they probably won't like that, so just take them, but in the bag.
I'll put them in the bag for now.
Good thinking, Grizz.
And
I don't
you
want to piss them off anymore.
also...
What bag? Are they going in the bag of holding?
I'll keep it in my bag
Yeah,
unless
okay,
anyone
totally.
else wants
No.
skulls.
No.
And you also find, sort of just where you've cut the beast open, a ruby ring seems to come from its entrails. It seems to just have fallen on the ground, and you can see a glint at you.
Oh, here you go, Joanna. It looks like something you would want.
You both like different things, right?
I awkwardly accept the ruby ring and be like, okay.
Stay away from my skulls.
Yeah. I just take a look at it and I guess say I'll stash it for later. Maybe it's worth something to us.
Broderson, what were you investigating?
So generally taking a look around the bodies of the harpies. Anything that looks like it could be used to sharpen knives or any knives, like ornamental.
You find 5 stone arrowheads amongst the rotten remains.
Can I search the matriarch?
You can. Roll me an investigation d20, please.
Ah. After all those hot rolls, it had to come, didn't it?
I'm going to come back to this one,
Okay.
but you do find an odd trinket.
Novak, I'm not sure if you can get to them, but it might be worth searching their nests, at least the matron's nest, in case she likes shiny items as well that she could keep in her nest.
Yeah. I'll head in. Oh, another skull.
There are plenty of skulls.
Yeah, I'll have a look in the nest.
Okay, so that's a 9.
Yeah.
So a 9. Yeah, you find sort of littered upon the ground, and in an obvious location you can see it kind of piled up. It's not a lot of gold, but you start to count it up and it's about 14 gold pieces.
14 gold, people.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll pass it. Do you or is it Cathbad who
Great.
keeps the money?
I thought it was Grizz. Grizz was very keen to keep all of the gold.
The rest of the items yeah, it's just remains and bones, but none of it as pristine as what you found on the giant.
I'll take the gold. I've got about 7 gold from the last thing, so we'll add it to the pile.
Okay. Anything else? No?
I don't. Have we searched all the harpies now?
I think you found pretty much anything you were going to
Okay.
find. It wasn't
Yeah, yeah.
exactly a treasure lair, it's creatures. You
Yeah.
kind of got the sense of it. It's a bit of a rotten, horrible place. Okay, so you assume you're heading back?
So
we're gonna stay here,
I think we were going to wait here and wait for the people to come and then escort them back, and then in the meantime maybe take a little bit of a rest. So Cathbad and anybody else who's taken some damage can get a bit of a bit of rest and healing.
Take a short rest. That's the plan.
Yeah. Should
Okay.
we go in this little bit of lair, make it cozy?
So yeah, feel free to take your short rests then.
And just
Thank
remember,
you.
if you are taking a short rest and spending 1 or more hit dice for each of those creatures, regains an extra 1d6 hit points from my Song of Rest. So whenever you spend a hit die, you get extra 1d6
Okay.
hit points.
So take advantage, boys.
Yeah, I can't even figure out how to take a short rest. That's how much I pay attention. Oh, here we go.
Cool, so you all sort of linger around, and the stench isn't quite nice and pleasant, though. You really don't get the sense that sticking around here for too long is very pleasant, especially given that you've just added to the death and decay of the area. But after a short while, Nahorn and 1 or 2 others come with a cart, as they mentioned. And Nahorn approaches you and just thanks you for slaying this creature.
Thank you. This is a cursed creature.
Shouldn't be among our lands. The elders will tell you more. But I thank you for your services.
Oh, that's the cheeriest and politest you've been to us.
Thanks, Nahorn.
He just looks back at you. Come, let's head back.
Was it
Yeah.
1 extra d6 healing, by the way, or 1 extra dice?
Per hit die you spend.
Okay.
So when you spend a hit die healing, then it's yeah. So,
General rules question: do you need to declare how many hit dice you're gonna use, or can you just see
One
what
at a time.
Yeah.
One at a time until you're happy, yeah.
Okay.
And given you get double, you probably don't want to do too many, right?
Okay, so yeah, whenever we'll just follow back, right?
yeah.
There's
Yeah.
nothing else to do here, is there? Just
No,
get rid of the.
Didn't even need to transform into a horse to drag this thing back, so...
Okay, so you've only traveled a few hours out there and you pretty much went straight into combat. So by the time you've returned tripped back now to the Druid village, you've probably only been about 5 hours, so it's still sort of mid-afternoon as you approach back to the Druid village. And Nahorn says to you, please rejoin the elders and tell them of your victory. The evidence speaks for itself.
Will they want us to kill any more things this afternoon, Nahorn?
Who
There's
knows?
there's a few killing hours left in the day.
And he's not being a serious person, but he even has a slight chuckle as he... Don't make them wait.
Very well.
Turns back to a serious point. And he guides you back into the Elder hut where you'd assembled this morning and the day before. And again, same environment. Elders are there. And Willana speaks up and says, you've done very, very well. I thank you for ridding our lands of this vile creature. I hope it wasn't too much of a bother. You all look
Piece of
okay?
cake. It was a piece of cake.
I had no doubts in you. There's a lot of strength in this group. Have two I can definitely sense. But the rest of you have courageously protected our way of life. And I thank you. As do the elders. And you get a lot of nods. Cathbad, as you look over to the elderly man, he's nodding and he looks at you.
What is the beast that we slew? What was it called?
I thought you might ask this question. That creature you killed was called a Fomorian.
Can you spell that for me, please?
A Fomorian.
Again.
Fomorion. They exist within a place called the Feywild.
Feywild.
They serve a dark evil that seeks to corrupt this land.
He called me a Fey. Is that... Is that something to do with the Feywild?
Oh, yes, yes, yes. It could sense your presence.
But I am not Fey.
Oh, young Windsong. Oh, you have much to learn of this world. Your memories will help guide you back on your path. But no, you have done us a favor, so I shall explain to you. But know this. And she utters some words. The darkness and the greatness of the Fae. If you shall betray me in these words that I now speak to you, you shall be cursed. The words that I now speak to you, you are bound not to tell anybody else, for fear that you will be cursed forever. Do you all agree?
Sure, why not?
Um,
You have done us no harm so far.
yeah.
You will be bound to us in honor, much as you do with your adventure guild, I'm sure.
We don't have to like do the eating Fladay stuff, do we?
No, but if you tell this secret beyond those who are now within this circle, I cannot guarantee what will happen to you.
We have to keep this from the guild. They didn't like it last time we tried to do that.
The only reason why you are here, Cathbad, is because of you and Drent. Your presence would have been dismayed long before if I didn't sense what I do now in you.
Some things seem maybe more important than the guild loyalty then.
We can tell them everything else.
You can be loyal to people without having to spill secrets. You can just tell them that you
These
have information that you
secrets
cannot tell them.
will
Yeah.
become apparent to you
Very well.
both. And do you trust in these brethren of yours, Drent and Cathbad?
I do.
They do, yes.
For their failure to keep their secrets will only harm you.
Fantastic.
We've been cursed before. I'm not in any rush to be cursed again.
Okay, so I will explain. Drent and Cathbad, you have both seen glimpses of this world, the Fae, as we call the Feywild. But only from your memories as children, much of which has now been forgotten, I may add. But both have been born from fear. One forgotten as she looks at Cathbad, and one hidden as she looks at you, Drent. You have led different paths to be here. You, Cathbad, have been taken away from your birthright, likely from the love of your family, to protect you from the darkness and grief that exists in the world. However, you, young Windsong, have had your memories cursed. This is why you suffer now. The elixir Elder Farvin gave you as a means to cleanse and reopen your mind. And that will return. Does this make sense?
There is something to it. I understand that. I have flashes of the past, which obviously must have been me. It's something to do with my mother, I think. I don't know specifically, but they are coming back slowly.
You see, Flidace has gifted us with powers.
It has lived in generations of our people. Elder Favren here, and this is the old man Cathbad, is able to sense Fae in others, much as the giant who you just encountered, which is why we granted you access to this village. And I, myself, am able to see the birth signs in the eyes of the Fae I meet. And this is how I know of your lineage and why I trust you now. Drent, while I cannot give you answers you seek about your past, those memories will return in time. What I can say is you are born of a great family of noble descent. You are destined to be a courageous leader. And that is what I see in you. Cathbad, while you have forgotten your past, it has hung over you your entire life. You have kept your birthright that your parents have given you of Amon'Gul. A strength I see in your eyes. You are born of a great line of warriors. I see much power in you to achieve great feats. Believe in that strength.
I will try.
But that you will discover in your own paths. Now you know your true history. But the Fomorians, all I will tell you now is there are many portals which give passage to the lands of the Fae in this land. They can appear anywhere. A convergence of planes means that the passages are unpredictable. However, there are some places where the convergence is strong, and Gandryll protects one of these places. A passage to the Fae that does not fade. And this is where this creature came from. It caught us unaware. But there is much I can now tell you that links in with your quests to uncover the mysteries of the gods. You see, the Feywild mirrors the material plane, the land that you live in now. However, a war is being raged within the Feylands. Forces of good have been fighting against those of an evil necromancer, known by his followers as the Ancient One. But his true name is Sargoth, a great general of Deimos's armies. They have spread from the north and threatened the Feywild. Portals in the south, and worse, in some places, are being exploited by forces of evil to make incursions into the material plane itself. This is why, you can probably imagine, the land is slowly becoming vexed by dark and dangerous creatures. And this is why we fight, not within this realm, but within another. But your histories, Drent, Cathbad, have both come from this place. So we shall aid you now in trying to recover the mysteries of the gods, who we have not seen in a long time. Flidace once spoke to me, but longer. So we will help you in mutual harmony. And maybe our paths will cross again. But go on your journey now to the Forgotten Mountains. We will help you. And in return, you may find yourselves part of something greater. But perhaps that's too much of me speaking for now. I shall let you digest this. Please, you must be wary after battle. Ponder on this and come back to me. Stay tonight, and we shall reconvene tomorrow. The village is in your service tonight. And we'll end the session there. Sorry, I know we ran a little bit over there, but I wanted to get that as a sort of cliffhanger finish, but thanks guys.
That's sick.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, wow.
Things are starting to fall into place.
Yeah, can you turn into one of those Flamorians or whatever?
That would be cool, but I doubt it.
I think it's a bit above your power.
But we've leveled up after this session. Right?
Bound to have.
What? And with that, you can actually all level up to level 7.
No.
What?
Oh.
Whoa.
That was a good end to a decent battle, to be fair, and a good little snippet story arc. So, yeah.
Yeah, I thought we worked really well together as a group on that one. I think that was a really good group effort.
Definitely.
Yeah, there was a lot of specific abilities going around to take these guys down.
I actually want to level up tonight as well. So I'll mind.
Yeah, I'm gonna do now.
Jump up.
Yeah. 36 sneak attack now.
Oof, nice. Oh, level 7, big one. I'm gonna have to start making things harder now, aren't I? It's
Bring it on.
3 for Morians next time, right? No, but that was a great session. I hope you enjoyed, guys. Yeah, it was a bit of a lengthy battle there, but hopefully a bit of an interesting twist and end to that story there to give you something to ponder over the next couple of weeks now. But yeah, just obviously a big thank you to all of you for joining, and a big thank you to everybody who's tuned in live tonight on our Twitch channel, and for all of you now who are watching this back on our Twitch and YouTube channels. Really appreciate your support, and again, if you do like our story, please hit that that subscribe button on our channel, and yeah, feel free to like and comment on our posts as well, on our videos. We'd love to hear what you think. And yeah, with that, we'll say adieu and a farewell, and we are the Conduits of Chaos. It's been a pleasure, so have a good night, everyone.
We'll be back in 2 weeks, right?
Back in 2 weeks. The next session taking place on the 1st of March.
Excellent.
So, see ya.
So thanks,
Bye.
everyone. Have a good
Bye.
one, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Bye.
Bye.